head coach for Iowa University, Tom Brands, just tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. We're going to talk about what this means for the Iowa wrestling team, as well as the impact it'll have in the future of wrestling, and some big cancellations of upcoming wrestling events. Let's go into the video. First off, if you do not already know, just recently, I would like to say maybe a few hours ago, news broke out that head coach of the Iowa wrestling program, Tom Brands, tested positive for COVID. Now, he's going to be out for, I think, 10 days until maybe the February 13th, until he can start getting involved again with the Iowa wrestling team. He's asymptomatic, so no big deals there, but he is not going to be coaching in Iowa's upcoming try, if they even have one, on this weekend. Speaking of the try, like I said, right now I would say there's a 50-50 chance of it happening. That's regardless of if the athletes test positive or if the coaches are the ones that test positive. In the past, we've seen schools like Penn State, Michigan. Penn State, they've had a few wrestlers test positive, and they just had to stop wrestling. They didn't wrestle until maybe the 3rd or 4th week of the NCAA wrestling season because just COVID cases going around the room. And then Michigan recently, the cases were only for the coaches. I think only 1 or 2 of the coaching staff actually got COVID, and no athletes were the ones who got COVID. They still had to shut down their program. It came direct order from the university, and they just weren't able to wrestle off last week. So it was a pretty big deal, and I don't know if Iowa University might make that big deal as well. Tom Brands, of course, he's the head. He's really involved in that wrestling room. Other coaches, his brother Terry might have gotten it, and wrestlers, if the wrestlers have gotten it, there's for sure most likely not going to be Iowa wrestling this weekend. I would say if more than three or 4 starters got COVID-19, there's for sure not going to be wrestling in the try this weekend. Tom Brands, after being tested positive, he is the first major head coach in the NCAA to test positive for the COVID-19 in the wrestling sport. So pretty big news, pretty crazy stuff. But also, if you do not already know, NCAA, the Division III wrestling championships also got canceled now. I doubt the Division I championships will get canceled, but Division III got canceled. They had a lot of COVID stuff going on there, and they didn't have enough participation for the schools, they said. So yeah, that's why Division III got canceled. Division II most likely will not happen. Hopefully we get a D1 wrestling championship, but right now I would say we have a pretty good chance. I would say 75% chance to have a championship this year, but we never know, especially with more and more people getting COVID. This is the 3rd big team to have gotten hit with a huge COVID thing in these past 3 weeks. We had Penn State, we had Michigan, and now we do have Iowa. So it does suck. We're in a time of uncertainty right now. Hopefully we can see some more wrestling going on this weekend and have people stay healthy throughout this whole entire wrestling season. Yeah, that's going to wrap up our video for today, talking about Tom Brands getting COVID-19. Most likely Terry Brands will be the one coaching during the try, if they do have a try, and if no more people do test positive. But that is going to wrap up our video for today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and sign up for more wrestling content like this. Peace.